Hello everyone. I'm going to lose monetization on my channel. How am I going to make money on YouTube? YouTube sucks. I'm going elsewhere. My channel is screwed with these changes. These are just some of the outcries I've read about on the YouTube community concerning the new requirements for monetizing your YouTube channel. So in this live stream, or if you're watching the replay, you're going to learn about the pros and cons of enabling monetization for your channel and discover 7 ways to get 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers fast. My name is Herman Drost from DrostDesigns.com. If this is the first time that you're on my channel or on the live stream, welcome. My channel is all about how to grow your audience on YouTube and generate traffic, leads, subscribers, and sales on autopilot. Because the beauty about YouTube, apart from all the other social media plans, you could say, is that YouTube, once you get a few videos that generate traffic, leads, and subscribers on autopilot, you can just multiply that by uploading more videos. So soon you get multiple traffic streams. So I want to welcome everybody here. Good to see you, Sakura. Nico, good to see you. Jane Meadows TV, glad you're discussing this. Great. Greetings from London. Oh, great. And Alex, hey everyone. Alex, good to see you. And Visi TV, hello. Hindi Tuba Tech, good to see you. So, yeah, some of you may have come across the new requirements that YouTube came up with, and looks like they're giving everybody a chance to meet those requirements by February 20th of next month, February. So I thought that I would just kind of discuss this topic a little bit, looking at the pros and cons of monetization, but then particularly the people that want to try to meet those requirements, whether it's in the next month or the next couple of months or over the next year, how to meet those requirements quickly and speedily. So we're going to go 7 ways how to look at those things. So first I'm going to look at the pros of monetization. So the pros of monetization is that, yes, you can generate revenue from Adsense. Keep in mind that depending on your niche, you might only make $1 to a few dollars for every 1,000 views. So say if you get 1,000 views to your video, you might get $1. And so then you need a lot of videos or a lot of views to your videos to make some, generate some revenue. And according to YouTube, most YouTubers are making $2.50 per month, or maybe $100 at the most out of the whole year. So that's kind of pretty shocking. But anyway, that's one of the pros of monetization. Another pro advantage is that you can link your cards and end screens to an associated website. So if you got multiple websites that you've associated with your channel, then you can link from a card or end screen to that particular website, or the landing page, etc., or even a sub page, like say not your main page, but say if it was domain.com, you can also link it to domain.com / subscribe, something like that. So so that's one of the pros. The beauty of that is that, you know, people watching your videos, then you can send them to redirect them through a card or end screen to that particular website. And if you don't have that function, then generally you just tell people to click the link in the description below the video, which is probably not as direct, but another way out of there. Another advantage is Super Chat. You need 1,000 subscribers for Super Chat, and so that way you can actually pay a small fee and get your, if you're on a live stream, you can get your comment, goes straight to the top, and it gets a nice little color, gets highlighted. And sponsorships, which only applies to gamers, so that's not me. So I'm just going to go quickly through, you guys and girls. I'm going to quickly go through this presentation, just so you know how things play out here, and then we'll look at some of the questions. So I'll be going back through the questions again. So if I don't answer your question, then just put them up there in the comments in the chat stream again. So the new requirements for 2018, it used to be 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 views, lifetime channel views, and recently YouTube changed that. So you now need 4,000 watch hours, or it comes to 240,000 minutes. Over the past, in the previous 12 months, and you need 1,000 subscribers. So you can't just have one or the other. It has to be 4,000 watch hours plus 1,000 subscribers. You can't just have 1,000 subscribers and say 3,000 watch hours. It has to. The requirement is that you've got to have both the watch hours and the amount of subscribers. And then if you make that by February 20th, 2018, then your channel will be reviewed, and hopefully you'll get into the YouTube Partner Program, which will allow you to monetize your channel, link to associated websites, etc., and generate revenue from Adsense. What if you're currently a YouTube partner, if you already have that? So you'll actually remain in the partner program if you meet the requirements. So as long as you meet those requirements, you'll stay in the partner program. And if your channel's below those requirements after February 20th, 2018, then your channel will be removed from the YouTube partner program. So that's a bit of a bummer if you're close to it. What are the cons of monetization? Well, of course, you can't monetize your videos using Adsense. You don't have access to the cards and end screens that link to an associated website. But the good thing is that channels that currently have access to these features, they'll continue to have that access even though they no longer participate in the YouTube partner program. And you also won't be able to participate in Super Chat or sponsorships. So the thing is, if you can't generate money, can't generate revenue through AdSense, then I definitely recommend alternative ways that you can monetize your videos. And my previous video I did on that. Let's see. I'll just see if I can get a link to that here. Put it in there. If you go to that particular link, that's my last video that shows you 7 different ways that you can monetize your videos, generate revenue from your YouTube channel besides without AdSense. So you can do that. Fuljira Geek said, just a question about AdWords. I use AdWords to promote a few of my videos. I have a geek news podcast to my friends when I promote them, whereas I get views but no subs, no likes, no dislikes. I was wondering how it's possible to get 2,000 views on a video without getting one comment, like or dislike. Yeah, I was going to mention that later, but since you brought it up, Fujira, you can get a ton of views on your videos using AdWords for video. So you can get you got to pay for them, of course, but using AdWords for video, you can get as little as 1 cent per view. The only thing is that a lot of those views are not targeted. You know, people will kind of click on your video and maybe they'll stay, they might stay for a few seconds or maybe a minute or not very long. But, you know, if it's not interesting to those particular viewers, they might click on it, but they're not going to stick around. So that's probably why they're not liking or subscribing. I would therefore try to use placement targeting if possible. Placement targeting is where you kind of use in-stream video ads to put your video, play your videos before somebody else's video, and in that way, say a channel is that's monetized is getting a ton of views, ton of engagement, then you play your video before that, and hopefully it's in your same niche, and in that way, by using placement targeting, you'll get more targeted traffic and people subscribing. So the other way to do that using AdWords would be just to link straight to your subscribe link, so you get subscribers. So that's a way to do it. Oh, good to see you, Yaki Snacky. I'll catch you on the replay. Factical saying I have more than 4,000 hours of watch time, around 1 million views, but still waiting for monetization to be turned on. Can you tell me when YouTube will enable monetization? Yeah, I think some people they've had the 10,000 views in before Christmas, but their channel never got monetized. And according to YouTube, they've got a backlog. They've been waiting. So I don't know if that's true, but it looks like a lot of channels, even though they're capable of being monetized, that YouTube still hasn't approved their monetization. So maybe they're waiting for this latest update, and maybe it'll still be a delay. So I have no control over YouTube, but I guess you just have to be patient and just focus on moving forward and producing more videos, creating more engaging videos. Okay, I'm going to go into the 7 ways to get 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers fast. Number 1 I put in there is trends. I think trends is great because if you find a hot trend in your niche and you ride that trend, you can quickly get a lot of views, attract a lot of subscribers in a short time. So you can go to like Google Trends, google.com/trends, and put in your niche in there, your keyword that relates to your niche, and try to find trends. Another way to do it is to do the Google alerts. Sign up for Google alerts and get alerts in your email inbox related to your channel. So and that way, you kind of stay on the trends and hot news that's related to your channel. So one example is like this latest update requiring YouTube partner status. I did a video on it like a day after the YouTube came out with the news, and as a result, that video that I did on how to monetize your videos without AdSense, then that did pretty well in the last couple of days. So I think because it kind of rode that trend, and a lot of people had questions on that. So a lot of YouTubers have been asking about that. So that's kind of one example of a trend you can jump on and then create a video quickly. So you have to be kind of flexible and be ready to go. So that's number 1. Number 2, another quick way to get to accumulate your hours and subscribers will be live streams, because people generally tend to stay longer on a live stream than they do on a regular video. So for instance, we're on a live stream now and we're interacting in the comments and you're listening to what I have to say and responding to questions. So people through that interaction tend to stay longer on a live stream than they do on a regular video. So, and that way you're accumulating greater amount of watch time hours for meeting the requirement for your for monetization. And oftentimes, you get a few new subscribers on your live streams as well. So it's a great way. Plus, the other benefit of live stream is that you don't have to edit your videos and you're just going live. It's a bit scary at first because when I first started it, I was a little bit fearful of what's going to happen. And one time in a live stream, a cockroach, sat on my shoulder. I didn't see it, and then somebody pointed it out, and it kind of freaked me out. But that's the way it goes with live streams. But it's a great way to accumulate watch time and attract subscribers. Number 4 is upload frequency. So upload frequency, the more you upload, then it triggers the YouTube algorithm. So if you're uploading 1 time a week, you'll accumulate a certain number of minutes on your videos. But say you upload new videos 2 or 3 times a week, then of course that means ultimately you're getting more watch time and more people are attracted to your videos, and it also triggers the YouTube algorithm, so your videos will be suggested more on other people's channels based upon their viewing experience. And then just by uploading more videos on a more frequent basis, then of course you're going to sort of multiply what you've done already. So that's another great way. And another way is collaborations. So the beauty about collaborations is that you're introducing your content to somebody else's audience. So say, for instance, if I did a collaboration with somebody that has, say, 20,000 subscribers, or they get a lot of traffic on their channel and videos, then I'm exposing my content to that other audience. So if you do a collaboration, you shouldn't just ask, can I do a collaboration with you? You'd have to come with what kind of value are you bringing to that channel, because the person that accepts the collaboration, it has to be related to that particular channel, and they're probably going to watch a few of your videos to see if your videos will be appropriate, have appropriate content for that for your audience, etc., or the other person's audience. So collaboration's a great way. It's another way to you don't have to do the work necessarily if somebody collaborates with you and puts their content on your channel. So and the more collaborations you do, then it expands more of your content to more different audiences. So that way you accumulate watch time and attract more subscribers because you're expanding your audience. Number 5, I think it is oh, hi, good to see you. And Rajevan Sane, good to see you. So number 5 is audience retention. So when since the requirement is 4,000 watch time hours, then the question is, how can you increase the watch time or the audience retention on your videos? So that means that, say you're getting 1 minute of watch time on a 4-minute video, and that's not very good. You kind of less than 50% of the time of your video is being watched. So then how can you boost that watch time or boost that audience retention on your video so you can more quickly accumulate the watch time hours necessary to meet the requirements of the YouTube Partner Program? So say, for instance, you have say you have a 10-minute video and you get 5 minutes of watch time. That means you have 5 minutes, you get 50%, and then you multiply that by, say, 12 videos. That's 60 minutes of watch time from from those videos, and then of course you multiply that through more videos, then you're quickly going to accumulate that necessary watch time. So so audience retention's a big thing. I think that's a good thing to look at. That means you have to create engaging videos, and to create engaging videos means you have to try to capture the attention of that person within the first 5 or 10 seconds by giving a hook. So generally ask a question or tell people straight away what they're going to get in the video, and then go through the points that you want to mention of your content in the video. You might even also introduce cards and then an end screen at the end of the video, but definitely you can have a call to action at the end of your video as well. But it's one thing to definitely keep an eye on and try to improve your audience retention. So then you can, if you can get over 50%, you're doing well. If you get over 60%, you're doing amazing. So that's a big thing. George Canner, good to see you, George. This is going to tank YouTube. I'm looking for another platform. I do not care about the few dollars I make a month. Yeah, George, I think a lot of people actually don't care about the amount of money that's made, but I do think the features, if you can link to an associated website through your cards and end screens, I think that's kind of a big thing for people. So I think the money is not necessarily a big thing, but I think the features that come with the monetization is good. So maybe another platform. I heard recently that Amazon is going to get into video, and of course there's Facebook. But the beauty about YouTube is that apart from the monetization and linking to an associated website, you can still get your videos ranked in the search engines. And if you get one video that's ranked on the first page of the search engines, and you're continuously getting views and subscribers from that, and you then driving those subscribers to a opt-in page or a lead page or a squeeze page, etc., or to your products, then if that's working for you, that video is working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, then while you're sleeping or while you're on holiday or even while you're sick, I think that's a great feature of YouTube, and that I haven't seen any other platforms do. So that's what I like about YouTube. And I've got videos that are still generating sales, leads, subscribers, that I created 3 or 4 years ago. So it's definitely, apart from the YouTube partner program, you can still do a lot with YouTube. And Gord is saying I have 3,100 hours and get about 430 per month. I guess that's subscribers. So for double those 430 hours, I guess, per month. So for double those watch hours this next 30 days, I would qualify. Does live video count the same? Yeah, live video, you're going to accumulate the watch time hours, so definitely it's going to count. And I think you're going to make it good. So cheering you on, you'll make it. Whitey Tech say, hi sir, my channel needs more than 40,000 minutes watch time. Any suggestions? Yeah, just implement what I'm talking about here about how to get 4,000 hours and 100,000 subscribers fast. So I think I'm on number 6, which is playlists. So playlists are great because when somebody watches one of your videos and then you've linked that video to another video, then instead of getting like say 3 minutes of watch time, and they go to 2 or 3 different videos, they might binge watch several videos in succession. That means you're going to accumulate more and more watch time. So I think definitely put your videos into playlists, and then put your try to promote your playlists so that people will then watch several videos in succession. So when you put videos in a playlist, make sure that they're related to each other. They follow along with it from one to the other, and therefore you're going to accumulate more minutes, more watch time minutes, and this will help to meet those requirements. So with your playlist, you can link to a playlist. You don't have to be in the YouTube Partner Program to link to the playlist, from a video. So you can use your cards, you can use your end screens, you can put your playlists in the playlist links in your description. You can even put it in your comments. So that leads to number 7, which is adding subscribe buttons, because you need 1,000 subscribers. So how can you boost your subscriber count? So there's, I think the number 1 way is that asking people to subscribe in your videos. So when you can ask at the beginning and then also at the end screen, ask people to subscribe, tell them why they should subscribe, and then also put the subscribe link in your banner, put it in your description. And did you know that you can also add a subscribe watermark across all the videos on your channel in one foul swoop? So if you just go to your dashboard, then go to the I think it's watermark. I think it's called watermark. Then add that watermark, that subscribe watermark, across all the videos on your channel. And then you can also put that put your subscribe link in your comments. So there's a special subscribe link that I don't have it here, but maybe I'll put it in the description after this video is being processed, that when they click on that link, then up pops the red subscribe button immediately. So instead of sending them straight to your channel or something like that, you can use that special subscribe link. So that's all the places that you can add the subscribe links. If you have a website, I definitely put a subscribe link to on your website. So, and then maybe embed your video on the website, and then add a subscribe link under the video. So when people watch the video, they'll immediately see the subscribe link under the video. So all those ways actually help to get more subscribers. Okay, here's a couple of bonus tips to get more, to get the monetization requirements fast. Is to definitely, once you've, optimized your videos, create engaging videos, etc., then you definitely want to promote your videos across all your social media channels. So I would say, if you're not like I recently started up Instagram, so that might be one social media channel that you can start building up an audience on Facebook or on Instagram. And then, people that are on those platforms are not necessarily on YouTube. So if you build up your audience on those particular areas, then that can also help to build up your watch time and your amount of subscribers. And you can also engage in forums and Facebook groups. Just make sure you give first before you before you share your content. So make sure you kind of interact and participate in the group, instead of just going into the group and saying, "Hey, I need this many subscribers. Subscribe to my channel," and nobody's ever heard of you. So it's probably the same as like going up to a girl and saying, "Hey, will you marry me?" So that they're probably going to get a slap on the face. So try to when you are part of a group or a forum, try to engage and with the people there, and familiarize yourself with the group and the people. And the last bonus tip was and I mentioned this before. I think it was, who was that? George mentioned about AdWords for video. So yeah, one great ninja tip here: if you're not part of the YouTube partner program, and you can't link to your associated website, you can use what is called a call to action overlay banner, and through the AdWords for video. So what you do is you create a campaign in the AdWords for video, and then as soon as you created a campaign, then you put it on pause right away. So you're not paying a cent, even 1 cent, to run your campaign. But when you put it on pause, then what happens if you go into your YouTube video, into the info and settings, then you'll see a call to action overlay link, and you can put your landing page, a video playlist, associated website, or even an affiliate link, which I'm not too sure about, but I've done that before, put an affiliate link in there. And what happens is that call to action overlay will pop up at the beginning of your video in the first few seconds. It'll remain there for like 3 or 4 seconds. So it'll pop up at the beginning. So that's kind of one way to get around not having the associated website that you can link to through cards and end screens. So use that call to action overlay through AdWords for video. And then you can also create an in-stream campaign that using placement targeting, and that where you can place your video, allow your video to play for 30 seconds. I think it's 30 seconds before a competitor's video, as long as they monetize their channel. You can also do discovery ads, which is where your video will appear at the top of the search engines because you're paying for it. It'll appear at the top. So it's a very popular keyword phrase. You can actually pay to have your video appear at the top of the search engines instead of waiting weeks and weeks for it to appear. And that way, if it's a popular video, then you'll get lots of views, and people will be subscribing to your channel as well. So your video. So that's some bonus tips there. Traveling Bruce says, I did a live stream telling my live viewers and regular videos the new monetization rules, asking them to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subs. I went from 270 to 335 in 48 hours and climbing. Hey, congratulations, Bruce. Yeah, I was just talking about using a live stream. So yeah, that was my second main point after trends. So and as Bruce is saying, I really mentioned this need to hit 1,000 subs to my viewers on every video right now to remind them of my February 20th deadline. Plus, I tell them how many new subs I got since my last video. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I think that's a good way. Another way that kind of came to mind a couple of days ago, somebody said, "Oh, I don't have very far to go on my to reach the amount of subscribers or watch time hours." So another way, this is probably not very, I wouldn't advocate this, but if you have friends or family members or people that will watch your videos, then what you can do is say, hey, could you do me a favor and on another computer just have my video running in the background, or maybe even better than that, have your a whole playlist, give them a link to a playlist and have that playlist running in the background for like half an hour, or several hours or something like that. So then you accumulate, hours and hours of watch time on your channel. And then, so if you're not far away from those requirements, you just need some more watch time hours, then maybe your friends and family or your greatest fans, they'll help you out in that way. Oh, hi, Nixon. Help me out. People got 18. That's funny. I think a lot of people are going to be asking, hey, help me out. I just need 3,999 hours away, and or I'm 999 subscribers away. So probably, you might get a lot of those. keep in mind that YouTube frowns on sub for sub. So if you go into a channel and say, subscribe to my channel, if I subscribe, I subscribe to yours, please subscribe to mine. In their terms of service, they say that if you are sub for sub, then you could get your channel terminated. So I definitely wouldn't do that, because on my channel, they automatically get blacklisted, or they just get, because I've kind of created a filter there. But yeah, YouTube will could terminate your channel or your video, or you might get a strike on your channel. So you definitely don't want that to happen. So if any of you have got any more questions, put them in there. If any of you are new here and need step-by-step instructions to grow your YouTube channel, from customizing your channel to optimizing your channel for keyword research to promoting your channel, etc., then I do have a video course called 2videobootcamp.com, and that I've got about 70 videos in there. Here's let's get rid of this one. 2videobootcamp.com. So that's a membership course that you can subscribe to, that costs like $19 per month, but you can cancel any time. But it goes into how to grow your YouTube channel, and you can just watch the videos in there. And if you're interested in how to use AdWords to drive traffic to your videos, to a landing page, to videos, etc., then I've got a course on AdWords for video called mastervideoads.com. And you probably don't know this, but you can get a $75 coupon if you just Google AdWords coupon. Then you can, they'll actually pay you if you spend $25. If you spend $25 on AdWords, then they'll give you a $75 coupon. So in that way, you can, even give AdWords for video a trial. So that's mastervideoads.com is my course on that. And if any of you are not subscribed to my Facebook group, then definitely go to facebook.com/groups/2videobootcamp, and you can interact there with other members and ask questions, etc. So I hope everybody got some great points from the live stream today. And I just checked some questions here. Ali's all about the dog, so I'll barely get comments. I have one video, 14,000 views, but 3 come TS. Too soon. I don't know what that means. Well, one video, 14,000 views. Yeah, I would say, Ali, if you're still here, then with that one video, you got 14,000 views. I would go into YouTube Analytics and look at your subscribe link, or even look at your best traffic sources and see which videos have been suggested that caused views to go on that video, and then just create similar videos based upon that video that did well, because that gets a lot of views, and through that you can sort of capitalize on that. And then also when you have a new video, you can put that as the for non-subscribers, add that to your channel as well. Okay, just going through the questions here. Falduro, I think I answered that. Jane Meadows said, I'm glad you're discussing this. Okay. Whitey Tech says, thanks. Thanks. I think live videos also help me a lot. Oh, great to hear that. Not Chuck says, for us latecomers, are you going to summarize the 7 ways? Oh, okay. Traveling with Bruce says, my subs are going to be about 500 or so by the end of February, but now I'm really ramping it up to get to the 1,000 mark. Okay, yeah, good luck with that. I'm sure you can do it. Gord says, I have almost 1,800 subs, but just a bit shy on the hours. It'll be a run to the finish. Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people probably just close to that. So I think you have about less than 30 days to make it, but I'm confident you guys are going to make it. Just a quick summary of those seven ways to get 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers fast. The trends, following, number 1 was the trends. Using Google Trends to find the hottest trends in your niche is a great way to get a ton of views and attract more subscribers. Live streams, we talked about that because people tend to stay longer on your live streams than they do on regular videos. Collaborations, find people that that are in your niche that you can collaborate with. Ideally kind of similar amount of subscribers or similar amount of interactivity. But don't try to necessarily do collaborations with people that are not related to your niche. But the good thing about collaborations is that you can introduce your content to a different audience. Upload frequency is number 4, which is if you uploaded just one video a week, then maybe try to up that, maybe add a live stream to that. If you're scared about doing a live stream, you can actually do it on Facebook. Just use your Facebook profile and click on Only Me, so only you will see the live stream. And on YouTube, you can just set it to private and just practice your live stream, see how it appears when you set it to private, or even unlisted for that matter. So that's a way. So live streams are great to add another upload to your channel. Of course, you do need some audience for that. And number 5 was audience retention. So trying to say for your audience retention, according to YouTube analytics, is like 2 minutes out of 5 minutes. So it's less than 50%. Try to boost it up to 2.5 or 3 minutes. So even if you just boost it up a little bit, that actually helps the engagement on your videos, and people be more inclined to watch more of your videos and more inclined to subscribe to your videos. So, and maybe you can even experiment with creating an engaging video that's even longer. So you could do like a hero video that's say 10 minutes long or 15 minutes long, and so if people watch 8 minutes or 7 minutes of your 15-minute video, that means you have more watch time than if you just did a 5-minute video. So it means more work, but it's a good thing to experiment with. And number 6 was playlists. So use playlists to increase your session watch time. So the more that people watch several videos in succession means you get more watch time minutes. Your videos will be suggested more on other people's channels based upon the viewing experience, and they'll appear on the watch next page. They'll appear in the right hand sidebar. So YouTube promotes those suggested will promote your video to other people's channels based upon their viewing experience. So that's all based upon increasing the watch time or the audience retention on your videos. So it has multiple benefits if you can do that. And to do that, you need to, create a hook and then try to go through all the points that are necessary that reinforce the introduction to your video, and then end up with a strong call to action. If you want to see more of these type of videos, then please subscribe to my channel. So audience retention is good and playlists are good. And number 7 is adding subscribe button. So you want to add a subscribe button across all the videos on your subscribe watermark across all the videos on your channel, and then also add it to the banner on your channel homepage and in your description, and also you can add it to your comments, and also you can embed it on your website. So those are some of the places that you're going to improve the potential for people to subscribe to your channel and to your videos. Nick Theodoro says, why did they change it, do you think? Well, according to YouTube, what they said is that they got a lot of spammers. They got a lot of people that were not very serious about YouTube. So they probably created multiple channels, and then, multiple small, very tiny channels, and then try to put, add, put ads on those channels. So from an advertiser viewpoint, they're not, the advertisers are not going to get many people to, buy their products or services, etc., based upon their ads being on a very tiny channel. So I guess, and I think also YouTube wanted to try to give more, maybe try to give the advertisers more opportunity to be on bigger channels, etc. So I think one thing is, cutting down the spammers. There's also bots and people trying to game the system. And so I think that was a couple of reasons why. D Lovely Life, good to see you, D. It's a rolling 12 months, correct? So every month we need to hit the numbers. Yeah, 12 months. Yeah, I think I think you can apply every 30 days. I have to probably look at the document on that. So that means, if you don't make it by February 20th, maybe you could, and then you make it by in the next 30 days, over going back over 12 months, then you can actually reapply. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for attending the live stream and appearing on the replay today. If you have any more questions, put them in the chat. Otherwise, appreciate all of you coming here. And Maria says, thanks for another information-packed video. Yes, appreciate that. And I've got a video coming up next week on how to generate revenue through promoting affiliate products. So hopefully that will be of value to you. If you have any suggestions, what kind of videos, what kind of topics you want me to cover for the future, then don't put them in the chat, put it in the comments below, and then I'll put that on my content calendar and be sure to follow up on that. So yeah, thanks everybody for attending, and I hope you have a great, warm, and beautiful weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.